due to illness. Unfortunately, I need to announce that the planned performance by the Norwegian artist Ingebjørg has been cancelled due to illness. Queen Ingebjørg is unable to participate together with us this night. I just spoke to her on the phone. I thought she was going to be late because she usually gets very nervous, as she did last time, but she was crying over the phone and tried to mumble some words to me, but the blank surface of the phone got wet. She had to send me a text instead. I will read it out loud for you. Dear Angelica, my cold is just getting worse and worse. I haven't been out of bed for 2 days now, but today I at least managed to pull open the curtain, so some sunlight could shine on my face. My nose flows like a river. There is a bunch of napkins lying on my nightstand. I can't move, my body is heavy. As you probably understand, I will not be able to perform Queen Ingebjørg with you tonight. I'm really sorry. I've really been looking forward to it. The rehearsal went so well. Thank you so much for the invitation. I wish you good luck with your work and trust you fully to take on the role and the responsibility on your own. Hugs and kisses from Queen Ingebjørg. Queen Ingebjørg was the Queen of Norway during the 14th century. Queen Ingebjørg was born 1944 and worked as a visual artist based in Moss, that some of you might be familiar with in relation to the Momentum Biennale, a small town just a 20 minutes drive outside of Oslo. Ingebjørg has a red car. Ingebjørg was married to Magnus Eriksson, her husband. Eriksson became later on the king of both Norway and Sweden. Queen Ingebjørg therefore spent much of her life in the castle of Varberg, in south of Sweden, with a view over the ocean. When I was visiting her, we drove around in her car and returned the keys to her former husband's postbox. I helped her to change her last name on Facebook. Queen Ingebjørg's husband was put into jail. The court never announced the crime, and he mysteriously died after a period of time in his cell. Some sources say he drowned, the gossip says suicide. As soon as her now deceased husband was imprisoned, Queen Ingebjørg signed an amount of documents in his name. Queen Ingebjørg was thus able to pursue her own policies and politics into practice, especially among the strategically placed fortresses in Värmland, Halland, and Bohuslän. These fortresses she had received as wedding gifts a couple of years earlier. Queen Ingebjørg worked primarily as a teacher for unaccompanied refugee children. When she retired, she decided to start work as an artist, and that's how we got to know each other. Paul Cézanne and Pierre Bonnard are her biggest inspirations, and by using paint, she started to tell the narratives of her life. The classroom where she taught the refugee children to speak the language of the nation. The small, cold huts where the kids with shaking bodies were forced to sleep in. The food that was barely eatable. The absence of adults who couldn't wipe the weeping children's tears. In her home, there is a tiny path up to the dining area, the bed, the easel, and the office. The rest of the house is filled with stuff that no one really wants or is in need of. Memories, things that are desired to be cast away, but never been thrown away. She is a collector. As far as I know, she is still active as an artist in Moss and in charge of courses in landscape painting every Thursday evening. Here she is together with some of her students. Queen Ingebjørg's position is difficult to define because of incomplete papers and documents and the still ongoing research, but a few reputable sources write about Queen Ingebjørg's steady leadership and sustained exercises designed to practice the employers as well as the students' ability to cooperate, both inside and outside of the castle, fortresses and classroom, a classroom that one day got flooded and wrecked. I'm afraid there had just been an accident. I don't know yet what has happened, but I assure you, I will take on the full responsibility. I am, as you know, your queen. No one panic. The classroom has just wrecked, but we will be safe, I promise. Water is flushing in. You will notice it now, up till your ankle, and it's rising. So please stand up. I know you're very well aware of the safety routines and have already read the manuals very, very carefully. I suggest we build a path here now, so everyone will be able to evacuate. I have already called the mainland. Boats are on the way. Please exit here.